Shangri-La Frontier are the kinds of episodes that you just think there's no way they just pulled that off. Not only did they immediately get you excited for, I've been hearing rumblings, like for the past 2 months, that before the season wraps up, some people's favorite side game would pop up. And I wasn't sure what they were implying. But yeah, seeing them potentially going to a goddamn tournament IRL, they're going to fly across the globe, our boy's going to hook them up, and it looks to be like a futuristic FPS. Very excited. That should be the highlight. Oh my god, I can't wait to see this jump in. And then they also majorly progress with the unique boss, which is that Kraken in the water. We already have the scenario unlocked. We're going out on a ship. I assume probably very similar to the fact that the big bad wolf sent his clone and, not his real one. We're probably, gonna get attacked by some tentacles or something, but probably not actually fight it right away. And while we still have a good handful of episodes left this season, it's like, man, like they got so much going right now. There's no way we get through both of those equally, but you never know. Like it is possible, but they just do so much in such little time. And while on one hand I'm getting a little sad we don't have much SLF theater these days, I think it makes sense given the amount of content they want us to consume week after week, and they're doing a flawless job. There's a reason why this has become a personal favorite of mine, and I'm so happy that there's already rumors slash, well, kind of confirmed rumors, because it comes from the same people who confirm everything, that season 3 is being worked on. The production decision has been made, so most likely we'll get the official one when the last episode releases, but either way, SLF is not disappointing. Of course, if you want to support my work and see my full thoughts on the episodes, we got the Patreon, we got those full live reactions available exclusively over there if you're so interested. So, I wasn't sure where we were going to go exactly, but, the kickstarting episode off with our boy throwing a bit of a hissy fit at first. I'm like, what's the end of the world? Oh, he doesn't have a team. He has no team that can go play with him. And I think it makes sense given that, it's not simply just logging into a game and doing a tournament. It seems like you go to a physical location. So yeah, I can understand why maybe some people are struggling because of, it's different than having to log in for a few hours on a game versus having to probably travel a couple days out, there and back in the actual tournament time. So I get it. And Arthur and Sunraku are the obvious choices. At first I was like, oh, maybe it'll be, our boy, as well as maybe add Saiger Zero, but he doesn't really have a connection with Saiger Zero, so it makes more sense of, the people he fought Weathermon with. And while Sunraku's like, I'd like to, but I'm busy, he's probably gonna do it. I mean, the dude's gonna get, I feel like the route we're gonna go is he's gonna get his ass slapped by the Kraken and say, that's unfortunate. Anyway, I'm gonna go deviate to another game for a little bit, because screw this shit. I hope for his sake he puts Emil away, because we know these NPCs don't respawn. If he wants to go get his ass beat by a giant Kraken, go ahead. Just make sure the rabbits don't come with us. I was already terrified enough the last time we fought the goddamn wolf. We don't need the, on one hand the NPCs are very useful, I'm not going to deny that, but they don't respawn, so that's pretty scary. He needs a teleporting item that he can use on a mule if things are starting to look bad, because the dude's playing with permadeath a little too close to the sun here, and it has me concerned. But the concept, and I think the idea of what looks to be I don't even know, futuristic Doom, I don't know. It just I think it'd be cool because I think they'd be able to do two different things with the style. One, there would probably be some first person perspectives with 3D and stuff, which I think would look really cool in the SLF style. But also just seeing a more third-person view of them playing a game like this. It's a very different style game than what they're used to, but Sunraku being the god-tier gamer that he is, I think it'd be a pretty interesting team, so that has me excited. It was funny finally seeing Russ, though. I mean, this really hammers it in that, yeah, her personality, if we ever go to another game and we're ever confused about who Rust is, just look for the bitch who's smacking people around and yelling. Her aura very much gives off exactly what she is. But I thought she was just a lunatic. She was beating up everyone in that bar. Apparently, that's how you start the unique scenario. Which actually kind of makes sense. A pirate area, you're throwing hands, and then a captain comes in to say, "Arr, matey, what's going on?" It kind of makes sense. Unfortunately, it's a bratty child. I wasn't sure exactly why he was thinking of the first game. So if we remember in episode 1 of season 1, he drop kicked a princess or some girl in the face. That's how this show started. And I'm almost positive that's the exact same game that they're talking in this episode. But he goes over how the NPC that's just such a little shit disturber, that's the worst. So while this kid's annoying, He's already kind of been trained to deal with the bratty nature, and I thought that was pretty funny. And honestly, I thought we were gonna have to go the route of like getting him a boat, like repairing supplies, then we go out there. No, like we're already ready to set sail, and Siger Zero and company decide to tag along, which is interesting. I wasn't expecting the Donkey Kong reveal of busting out of the barrel. I thought he was gonna have to travel in the barrel for some reason. Like I thought that was what we were implying. No, I mean it's a good team. I'm concerned about the NPCs if they go on this boat ride. That does not look good. Let's open up the door and send them back to Rabbitville. But in terms of if we really think about Weathermon, even though they won with 3 people, I think 5 or 6 or 7 of that level of fighter would have been much more preferred. So I think going up against something that's going to have probably a minimum of 8 tentacles smacking the boat side, it's probably good we have more than just a few people going up against potentially this creature. And honestly, they're doing a great job. Like, they lay out so many breadcrumbs to follow and say, oh, this is a really interesting destination we're going to. And then you look behind and realize it's also branching out in 3 or 4 other directions as well. The show has remained on point. I think it's just such a consistent show. I think it does stuff that you wish more like anime that are trying to make you think they're a video game would do. Like, yeah, this is the god tier video game. It helps that, of course, their world has VR technology to such a degree that sensations of all your senses are felt, is insane. But yeah, like, the game itself, it's more than just, oh my god, like, look at the realism. Yes, the characters acknowledge that it is, like, the best looking game and, like, the best feeling game, but it's really the game design. Like, it's so freaking good. Like, I love to play this game, man. Like, Genie comes up to me, offers me 3 wishes. I'm probably taking at least one of the wishes for a selfish thing to be able to play a video game to this degree. The others, don't worry, I'd, save the world. Nice, peaceful world, no one struggles. But one wish would be my greedy ass being like, I want to play SLF. This shit was great, though. But yeah, like, you wouldn't think they'd be able to accomplish 2 very different things and 2 equally interesting points, and you're like, damn it, like, we don't clearly have time to do both of these this season, right? But then at the same time, SLF could probably do both in one season. But it's good to know that the rumors are out there that season 3 is in production, or at least the production has been confirmed. So that means, I doubt we're going to get lucky and only have a 6-month break again. But still, like, I'm so happy this studio is putting all their eggs seemingly into this basket, because there ain't anything better than SLF, let's be honest. Your thoughts down below. What did you think? And between the 2 points, the big boss fight or the IRL competition, what are you most excited for? Let me know down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new around here. Of course, ring that bell. And like I mentioned, we got those full live reactions over on Patreon. And hey, while you're over there, I'll also give you a video shout out. So today we got Kevin Cav, David Paul, Brian Matola, Hody Nobert, and we also have McCartney. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. Y'all have a good one.